All right. We're live. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for joining me. If you're joining me, well, if you're hearing me, then you've joined me. Um, so another day off, and if you've been following this daily, you knew I was supposed to have. I was hoping to have an interview today, and I was hoping to do an interview yesterday, and neither one of them worked out. And I'm not super surprised because just because we're not filming, it doesn't mean that there's not a ton of stuff going on. And in fact, past 2 days, even for myself, been very busy. Rewrites, noodly little things. Uh, some just dialogue changes. We're getting closer to the end here, and as we've changed other things, things need to change. As we go along. So I have been noodling away, and it is pressure. It is high pressure because it's like, okay, we're shooting this scene tomorrow. Let's get it going. Okay, the actor's got to learn, speak the language that the Comanche spoke. So we got to get this down now. So it's it's high pressure and lot of fun pressure. Before I go any further, talk about the making of this movie, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell, like, and comment so it gets pushed out to other people interested in movie making. And so now let's go on. So I was supposed to do an interview yesterday. I was supposed to do one today. Neither one of them worked out. So what do I talk about since we're not shooting? And yesterday was a disaster as far as I'm concerned because I was so excited. I had so much to talk about, and I never really quite got out the thoughts I was trying to get out. And I will get back to that in another video. Probably not a live video, but another video someday. But you'll get the gist of some of it. Anyway, I'm going to talk about something else because I've been thinking about art and creation and the process of it and kind of how I got here. And one of the things I think is the most therapeutic things any human could do is unnecessary creation, right? And I realized that that's exactly how I got here. I wrote this script kind of just for the sake of writing it, just because I had an idea that I thought was a great idea, and I was excited about doing it. And I think in the years since, so much of my life, so much of my creation has been trying to be a means towards something. I got to shoot this because I got to upload my channel because I got to make money, or I need to sell this or build that. And it's not art just for the sake of art. And it's not the days of going to the beach and building a sandcastle just for the sake of building a sandcastle, just for the pleasure of, because you're getting, other than that, in the sense of accomplishment and the creation and thinking, that's it. It goes away, and it goes away fast. And, in a way, I mean, literally everything we're doing is building a sandcastle. It's just how quickly are the waves going to knock it over. And I feel like that's in that moment of creation. Anyone out there who suffers from anxiety or depression, I think a lot of that comes from not being in the present moment and not just being, anxiety is what, like nervous about the future and what's going to happen here and blah, blah, blah. And depression is sad about the past, maybe. I don't know, kind of making that up, but good. Yeah, Jamie's an artist. Everybody check out Jamie's stuff who's here. She's been arting a lot lately, and art's fantastic. And she's just drawing for the joy of it. John Miller, art and certainly therapeutic, brother. Yeah. So my thought about it was, I think the greatest, I want to say the greatest moments of my life, but some of the greatest feelings of my life are that feeling of just losing time, getting lost in time because you're immersed in whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're painting or drawing or creating music or writing or even studying your lines, right? You get, when everything else goes away, time goes away, your problems go away, you're nothing. You're not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your weight, you're not your job, you're not your what people think of you, you're not what you think of yourself. You're just you're just, I don't know, creation. You're just in that zen, that zone of just creating. And to me, it becomes like this state. It's almost halfway between sleeping and awake, where you're not even sometimes super conscious of what you're doing. And for me, I've gotten these not true outer body experiences, but there are moments like, especially painting, where I step back and I look at it, and as an artist, a lot of times you'll just stare. You'll just stare at your work, not with pride or pleasure or anger or hate, just staring, just taking it in, just being in that moment, and realize that, like, oh, I just did that. And it happens when I'm painting, and it happens when you're writing, and that's the best, even as a writer, when just the page takes over and everything around you, none of it matters. I could go sit at a diner. It's my favorite place to write, in a diner, and everything else goes away, and it's just you and the page, you and the blank screen, you and the blank paper. And when you just get into that zone, there's something so therapeutic about it. There's something so healing about it. And I think because your attention is on that, right? And your energy's on that, because if your attention's on something, that's where your energy's going. And it's not going on, I got to pay the bills. It's not going on, which is also great motivation, by the way. I got to pay the bills. I better do something with my life, because I don't want to go work over here. I don't want to go sit at a desk job. I don't want to do things I don't want to do. Like, that stuff's great motivation. But, when you're in pure creation, you don't have that. You're not thinking about those things. All those problems, all those issues go away. And I think there's two issues I see with friends of mine and people I know, that they don't create. One, they're stressed, and two, they're afraid. They're afraid of the outcome. They're afraid of what people are going to say. They're afraid of how they're going to feel about it. They're afraid they're not good enough. And that's all those issues, man. You gotta you gotta practice fighting through that. You gotta practice saying, stop. Stop. I don't care what it thinks. I mean, I think a lot of the issues is some of that's not even conscious. You're not consciously going, "Oh, I'm afraid of what people are going to say." I think it's just happens to you. And then, what was the other one? Oh, the other one was stress. And they are excuses. The thing, thanks, John. You forget your problems and moments because you're focused on what you're doing. That's right, Jamie. And and the other thing is stress. And in a time of stress, it is really difficult to create, because you're constantly in like this fight or flight motion, or emotions of boy, I just got trapped. You're in this kind of fight or flight, and it's hard to create. It's hard to create in that. It's hard to create in stress, right? But if you could do it, if you could somehow shut the brain off and say, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to immerse myself in what I'm doing, and lose time, and lose fear, and lose judgment, and lose who you are and the things you don't like about your life, or the things you want in your life, or, or how you feel about yourself, or whatever it is, money issue, whatever it is, put it all away. Do what you can. And if you can't figure out how to do it, I'm telling you right now, here's how to do it. Practice. Be conscious of what you're thinking, and stop it. And you can't do it right away, I'm sure. It takes practice. And I think you keep doing that, and you do it hard enough, you're going to change your life. Anyway, that's all I got. We're running out of light. Thanks for joining me. We're running out of shoot days on my movie here. Tomorrow I got to get up super early in the morning again. It snowed today. I don't think you can see it, but it's already half melted. So hopefully we get the set tomorrow. There's going to be no snow left. We got some returning actors. Oh, did I freeze? We got some returning actors, which I'm really excited about. I jammed out some new scenes, which is fun to do under fun pressure. It's a great challenge. It's another way to kind of get yourself going is putting yourself under challenging situations and go. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. Check out, subscribe, like the other videos, and I will be talking to you tomorrow if all goes well.